In our unique high school program at Sora, students get to work on projects in their areas of interest. We don't have tests or lecture-based classes. In our program, students get to explore future careers and fields of study. As students work on these projects, we incorporate academic standards like math, ELA, science, and other subjects so that students are building both breadth and depth in their learning. All of that is reflected in an accredited, mastery-based transcript that is sent to colleges and other institutions when they graduate from Sora.
My role in helping students prepare and apply for college is first, get a good sense of the type of school they're interested in applying to. Is it a small college that they're interested in? Is it mid-size? Is it large? Is it an Ivy League school? Is it in-state? Is it out-of-state? So we have these discussions in our individual meetings, and I encourage them to do research online about different schools. Once they become juniors, I pass them off to Chris Wilson, and he is our college admissions counselor. He knows everything about this. He has tons and years of experience doing this, and he works closely with students and parents throughout that entire process, starting their junior year.
I work with students to design their futures after Sora. So I work with families to decide what's the best path forward for students after they graduate. Often we have opportunities to embark on that pathway even while students are still at Sora. And we pick the characteristics of potential colleges or internships that students might pursue. We begin working with students really from their enrollment at Sora through our counseling program by designing a program for students that meets their needs and interests in terms of what they're passionate about. And we carry that forward into the college counseling process, where we begin to meet with the sophomore class and with their families as well as they enter junior year. And throughout junior year and into senior year, we work very intensively with students to ensure that they are both preparing for the application process well and then executing the application process well. So we review a list of schools, we review essays and other application materials. We work with students to determine the most advantageous approach to letters of recommendation. And then we work to tell the Sora story and the individual student story to the colleges where they're applying. Colleges, universities, internships, all of these programs are really, really eager to admit students who have a sense of who they are and what they're going to bring to the table. And so often we reduce a student to a GPA and a test score in the wider society. I think, in fact, colleges and universities are moving away from this old path of reducing students to numbers and crunching those numbers and having them come out on a spreadsheet and selecting, students. And I think they're really looking for students whose personalities shine through and who are going to be three-dimensional when they arrive at the school rather than just two-dimensional. I really see the Sora transcript and the Sora approach to reporting on mastery as a huge advantage to our students. So in a traditional transcript, you have a name of a course and a number or a letter grade. And in a mastery transcript, you have an incredible nuance of material, from more clear descriptions of what a student has studied to a sense of how they have grown over the course of their enrollment at the school. We're able to say, look, our students have accomplished a number of very exciting things during their time with us, and here's information about it. And I think that admission officers really appreciate that detail and allows our students to actually stand out in the admission process in a different way versus a traditional applicant. I have been struck by the power of the Sora model in helping students design a pathway for themselves as they move into adulthood. Our students are empowered to understand what they hope for in their own futures and what kinds of programs and opportunities they might be excited to join when they leave us. So I watch our students graduate with a sense of who they are, a sense of what direction they'd like to go academically and professionally, and a sense of determination to continue to pursue the things they're passionate about. And that's something that I really think distinguishes the Sora model and the Sora program from other programs that I've been a part of.
If you're interested in enrolling at our innovative high school, we encourage you to apply and give your student the opportunity for a one-of-a-kind educational experience.